Hello, lovelies, this is Jenzilla and welcome to my channel. So today I'm back at makeup tutorials. Really excited. The holiday season's coming up. You know, you have to think of a bazillion looks that you're gonna look fabulous in, getting photographed. And I am so lucky because a wonderful Jennifer on Instagram, she is La Pipi, sent me this amazing eyeshadow palette. So it is from Younique, and this is the Moodstruck Addiction Anniversary Edition palette. She sent it to me and I'm like in love with this palette. Like, no lie, I was super impressed by these products. You know, we hear of all these name brands and yes, they're amazing, and yes, I buy a ton of them, but that doesn't mean that is all there is out there. You know, you get these brands that, you know, young ladies sell and they do super well, and we just don't always know about them. So again, this one is Younique, is the name of the brand, and this is the Moodstruck Addiction palette. And this is the anniversary edition. So with this one, what you get is glitters, and beautiful glitters at that. So that's what, 4 glitters, one semi-metallic shade, which is really beautiful, like that. And then a matte and a satin. The satin is gorgeous. Like, these 3 colors, I feel like actually any of them you could wear any day, but these 3 colors are perfect for every day, and these are like a party on your face, like so beautiful. And I have on the color Dazzling, which is right here. So a little kind of a turquoise tealy color. But you know, this eyeshadow look would apply to any of the glitter shades. So I'm going to teach you how to use them and then how to achieve this particular eye look. I feel like this would be beautiful, like on a, you know, fall day to just wear on an evening with like a nice little coat and like your hair is all winded and just very romantic. Or if you're doing kind of holiday photos with your family, this would also be like a great look. So I'll be posting everything else that I use, but I'll also be putting a link to my friend Jennifer's store so that you can place your orders with her online for her Younique brand of you know, products. She doesn't just have eyeshadows, she has other amazing stuff. But today I'm just using the eyeshadow palette, and you know, it's different, it's glitter, it's beautiful. We don't always know how to use glitter, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had to play with the palette a little bit in order to figure out how I was gonna use it, but now that I do, I like love it, and it's beautiful, and I'm just super excited about it. So without further ado, let's get right into my tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Alrighty, so to begin with, we are going to put loose powder under our eyes, and the reason being, when you're working with something that has as much glitter as this amazing palette does, you definitely are going to have fallout. That's just the name of the game when you're working with glitter. So what I like to do is apply a very generous amount of powder, and don't worry, it's gonna look weird, but this is just to basically protect our foundation, which I already have applied. So now that I've gotten powder everywhere on my table, we're going to start with the eyeshadow palette. So these are the colors, super beautiful, as we all know. And I have applied concealer on my lids as my eyeshadow primer, but I'm going to tell you that I feel that this palette is so pigmented that you actually probably don't need a primer. It could go on your lids by itself and just pack a ton of color. So I'm starting with the color Unashamed, and I'm placing that as my crease color, and start very gingerly. Like I said, these are chock full of pigment, so just start very lightly. And in my case, I'm using my BH Cosmetic V5 brush and applying it kind of in the outer corner of the eye in a V shape, pushing it out and then working it into my lid. So really, really pretty color. Honestly, you could wear this color by itself as a daytime look and look banging. So I don't know how many of you got this palette. I am honestly super impressed. Like, I've had a lot of other products, or I have a lot of other products, but I'm really enjoying using this palette. Like, I think it's so pretty. It has just such beautiful colors for the holidays, but it's also versatile enough that you could wear during the day. Don't think that this is just you know, product that you can use during the holidays, because that is not the case. Sorry, I got stuff in my hair. So I'm gonna get my mirror closer because of course I can't see anything. And just working it out. And if you're not confident about your blending game, which, you know, who absolutely is, like, I'm still not sure that I do it right. Use a big fluffy brush. In this case, I'm using another BH Cosmetic in 101. This is my favorite, like clean with nothing on it, and just go over those edges. It really does wonders for the look. So just really nice and blended. And then I want a little more dramatic. We're gonna go over with it again, but you know, for now I'm just gonna go ahead and apply a little more. And on both sides. All right. Excellent. And there you go. So this is step one. Alrighty, so next we're going to use one of these amazing little glitter shadows, and I think I'm gonna do Dazzling to go with my shirt. So not gonna lie, it took me a minute to figure out how to use these, and I'm still not sure that I'm like using them optimally, but I think it's working. So I'm gonna use my e.l.f. primer mist, and you can use any setting spray, you know, anything, and then spray it on your hand. And I'm using, this is a Chanel brush, but honestly anything that's kind of dense but a little flatter will work. And then you're just gonna tap it into the setting spray that you have, and then you're gonna take a ton, and I mean like a ton of the product on your brush, because if you don't, you end up with just like black. And I'm gonna try it out on my hand first to make sure I grabbed sufficient so that we can see that we're applying the glitter. Yeah, there it goes. And not just the black, because this has a black base, which is actually like beautiful for every day, but we're trying to get glitter, so sorry guys. And to start with, I'm only applying it in my lid. This is gonna make a mess. I'm just warning you. Like, don't, and pat it on, do not rub it, because the minute you start rubbing it, you're getting into your black base. And you know, we're trying to maximize glitter here, you know. It's the holidays, you want to look sparkly, you want to look fun. So go dab, 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 dab. Put on all that glitter and see how much is like falling on underneath. Don't worry about that. We'll clean it up. So try not to go too high either, because then, you know, it'll be harder to control the blend later. So same on this eye. And yeah, it looks ugly right now, but give it a minute. It'll look beautiful. And look how much glitter you're getting out of this formula. This is insane. Like, I was super impressed. Once I figured out how it worked, I was so impressed with the amount of glitter that you get out of this eyeshadow. Because, you know, a lot of times you end up with like a glitter eyeshadow. And one of the things I'll tell you that I like that it has a black base, because I'll show you in a second, like when we start blending it out, you're basically already all set. Like, you have everything you need to make your look fantastic. So now that we've applied all the glitter shadow, we're going to go ahead and blend out those really harsh edges. So I'm using a Mikasa Beauty brush, which, by the way, if you guys want to shop Mikasa, I have a code. It's Jenny Garza 25. You get 25% off the brushes, and honestly, they're professional grade brushes, and I use them all the time in my tutorials. I do use my BH Cosmetic ones as well, but quite honestly, these are my everyday. Love them, use them all the time, minus like that blending brush from BH Cosmetic. I love that one. But anyway, so this one is kind of, again, similar to the Chanel brush that I was just using, but the bristles are a little harder. So what that does is allows me to blend. So with that, see, I'm pulling up on the edges. Look how gorgeous that is. Like, it literally is giving you a beautiful, like, smoky crease. And this is just from the shadow we use on our lid. So try not to go too far down. As you can tell, I messed it up in the inner corner, but we'll fix it. I'm using another Mikasa, this brush. This one's an E310, really kind of a pencil brush, and that's more for the inner corners. And then really keep blending that out. So there you go. You're getting like a beautiful smoky eyeshadow just from what we were using previously. So still looks harsh. Don't worry, we're going to blend that out. So the same for this eye. Okay, I go with this brush. I always start to blend out with like something a little harder and with bristles a little stronger, so that I can control the shape of the blend, because this is definitely like super pigmented. As you can tell, like, you wouldn't have really needed a base in order for this to stick. So there we have it. Sorry, my mirror's angled down. So okay, so I'm going kind of in a V shape on the outer corner. Just give it something pretty. Go back in with my little pencil brush for the inner corner. This is just a little more precise. Okay, and next what we're going to do with a fluffier brush, and this one's a Mikasa E320. As you can tell, fluffier, softer. I'm going back with the Unashamed shade and smoking out the corner, and see how much difference that makes to use a blending color. It just makes it really smooth and smoky and gives it dimension. We always want dimension in our shadow. So, and if you're wondering why I'm flicking that brush like that, taking out any excess. And be gentle, you know, you don't want to mess up the shape that you have it in. Again, with this, I'm going back in. I like my corners really smoky, so. And you can pull as high or as low as your eyes require. I have, you know, a little more real estate to work with, so I tend to go a little higher, but it depends on how you like your shadow. Okay. And lastly, use this gal, Clean Again. Just really blend the upper area. And there you have it. So bottom lashes, what are we going to do? Can use that pencil brush, and then we go into Unashamed and lower lashes. I mean, look how gorgeous this is. Like, I was so excited when I saw this shadow. And it just depends on how comfortable you are with smoky eyes, how, you know, far down you're going to go with the shadow. But I'm starting with the pencil brush, just kind of going in my lower lash line. And then again with Dazzling, outer corner. and blend it out to the outer corner. Who doesn't love like a good smoky eyeshadow? Okay. And then I'm going back with my fluffy brush and using Unashamed and really blending out that bottom corner. Ta-da! We're not done though. So I'm gonna use one of my Wet n Wild brushes. I don't know why I love these for the brow bone. And we're going in with color Beaming and really going in there. Gonna use some little shine. Such a pretty color. And don't worry, look how I got it everywhere. This is gonna be fixed. So we're going back with the fluffy brush and blending that. So then you have like that really nice shiny brow bone. I like a lot of shine, so go back in. Get it however shiny you like it. And then inner corners, I like to use, this one's an e.l.f. Cosmetic brush. And then if you like those really highlighted inner corners, go ahead and use that. Such a pretty color. And I like my inner corners to be like super highlighted. You don't have to go this crazy. It's however you like it. So there we go. Now we're gonna clean up that mess under our eyes. So now we've cleaned it up. Everything's nice and ready to go. We have that beautiful glitter on. So it's really up to you. You know, you can apply lashes on, just curl them and put mascara on. I'm of course going to put lashes. While I do my lashes, I like to moisturize my lips so that when I apply my lipstick, they're not like all cakey and gross. So let's see, what are we doing? I'm gonna do Becca highlighter. So I have Becca and Prosecco Pop. Just gonna highlight my cheeks, and again using a Mikasa beauty brush. This one is a brush F11. Love this one. Nice and small and looks great for, you know, highlights like this. And yes, I put a ton. I like a ton of and keep it bow. Look how beautiful this color is. And with this, I'm gonna get screams holidays. And then for blush, I'm gonna use my Studio Makeup, and this one is Luminous Loose Blush. I actually love this one because it's kind of subtle, and I'm just applying it with an Ulta Beauty blush brush that is beat up as heck, but it's my favorite. So I'm sure we all have those brushes that just should really retire, but the bristles still work. I'm using them. Okay, so this is like just such a beautiful luminous little blush. Alrighty, so that's for the blush. And then let me curl my lashes, put some lashes on, and I'll be right back. This is the finished look. I was wearing it at first, but just, you know, this is how I got it done. I hope you guys thought it was simple enough. I, always enjoy using new products, showing you new methods. As you could tell, none of it is super complicated. None of it is something that you have to be a professional to do. And that's one thing you have to remember. Most of this just requires you kind of playing with your makeup. Don't be afraid of your makeup. It's there for your good. It looks beautiful and it'll do good things. So link down below to all the products that I'm using, and definitely to my friend Jennifer's Younique store so that you can get your own beautiful palette. Again, let's take a look at these colors. Just gorgeous. Like, who doesn't want this for the holidays? Like, so much glitter. So I hope you beautiful lovelies have an amazing day. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, like, comment. I always want to hear what you guys think. And also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Jenzilla80. And, have an amazing day. And I love you guys. Bye.